Hello, friends. It's me. I know. Calm yourselves. It's alright. I'm here now. I'm in a mood tonight, so, get ready for that. It's time for a story. A Sorta update. It's actually kind of how it starts. Spoiled, a little bit. Then again, it's in the title of this video. I'm not good at intros, can you tell? Anyway, this is from Reddit user PrestigiousFinger86, which still might be one of my favorite Reddit names. This is a Sorta update on a certain type of storm sibling. I think I remember what you're talking about, but please, elaborate. Hello again, Moonhorse. Hello again. And the Celestial Herd. I have a short update on my trash fire of a relationship with my sister, and perhaps looking for a bit of advice on the new situation. I tried to get advice from other communities, but there seems to be no pleasing Reddit, as my post got booted from Am I the Asshole, and even relationship advice took it down after a few comments because apparently I wasn't asking for the right kind of advice. Well, Reddit is a very fickle mistress, isn't it? Which felt like getting shot in the neck with an arrow and finding a gas bill tied to the other end of it. So I take this to you, my favorite space unicorn. I certainly hope I'm the only space unicorn. Uncle Moonhorse, and the rest of the faithful moon cult, provided it's not shot down again like a dogfight with the Red Baron trying to deliver another gas bill. Oh honey, don't worry about that. We're all here. So in my last post, I described my background with my sister and basic relationship, i.e. her habit of reaching out to me via Messenger, having a decent grown-up conversation that I would take in good faith until we were around people, especially family, and she'd do a 180 about face with more precision than a military marching band and become a raging see you next Tuesday, needing to prove her abject superiority to me, along with my father's absolute refusal to become involved in the squabble, even if he has let it slip a time or two that he does see her behavior towards me. His words being, yeah, she does kind of lord it over you, which is a Midwestern way of saying she's a snooty bitch. Oh, I've heard the term before. And down here we also have another saying, bless her heart. It's not a compliment. That being said, I also mentioned how I just had our baby boy a year ago, and now that leads me to the current situation and the problem. My sister has been insanely overjoyed with my son, even though she has yet to meet him, with what wonderful world of plague, death, and other four horsemen our baby was born into in 2020. Fantastic year, wasn't it? Sister gets updates via our mother, as most pictures and updates that I sent mom also get sent to my sister, and I'm okay with that. It saves me having my social media blown up as I refuse to answer her messages. But when I saw her outright gushing over my son, I never had my mama bear instincts go off like I had then, mainly because I know her track record of 180 turnarounds and I don't trust her to be around my child because I feel she's going to do something hurtful. Totally understandable. I shared my reservations with my dad, who laughed it off, feeling that I was being paranoid and that sister was going to do nothing worse than spoil him and be the cool aunt. My husband agrees with me as he only trusts my sister about as far as he could throw a unicorn. Don't throw me. I'm quite comfortable, thank you very much. So, Uncle Moonhorse, am I being paranoid with the maternal hysteria, or am I just responding to a toxic person that I want to protect my son from? Well, considering what you've told us before, and considering your understanding of a situation, I would go, honestly, a default to what you say. I don't actually know your sister as well as you do, but I do know the personality type. I know the kind of person who specifically only wants to be friends with you in private, but when they have the ability to make themselves look better in front of a group of people, they're not above throwing you under the bus in order to achieve that goal. I used to know people like that in high school, which is why this disturbs me even more, because I assume, given your relationship statuses, the fact you have children, and the fact that you live in several different states, this person is not in high school, which is sad. But I understand your concern, and I understand your apprehension and your fear with this whole situation. It's one thing to be an asshole to you, it's a whole different thing to be an asshole to your child. So, honestly, if you think this is something to avoid, if you think this is something that you should be wary of, and if you think this is something that you really don't trust her around, like you don't really want her around your kid, I don't blame you. And I would go with what you have to say. Again, you know her better than anybody else in this entire conversation, because I'm assuming the rest of your family is not in this conversation. So, yeah, I would have to say that I don't think you're in the wrong here. I think that your fear is justified. I think that until you have enough, basically, proof with interacting with your sister to have any kind of dialogue that doesn't immediately evolve into her turning around and being like, I want nothing to do with you or this child, in front of all your family or friends or whatever, in order to make herself look better, which I can't imagine that would make her look better, but one never knows how the narcissistic mind functions, do they? So, honestly, I can't blame you. Your apprehension is totally understandable. And the fact that it's not just you who feels this way is also another point in that direction. Because, again, I'm basing what I know off of what you've told me, but your husband is someone who has not only been around this behavior, but has been around it long enough to know what kind of behavior that you're walking into. He may not know it as well as you do, having grown up with this person, but has actually been there in person to see what happens. So, if the both of you feel this way, I'd say you're pretty justified. I'd say there's a lot to worry about with that. And, I understand your reservations. So, yeah, no, dude, I think you're right. I think that you should be wary. And eventually, it's family. Eventually you're going to have to come to a point where this kind of interaction probably is going to happen. Mainly because I'm sure she's not going to alienate herself from your parents. So, this kind of confrontation is probably going to happen at some point. But it's better to happen basically on terms that you're prepared for and you're ready for. So, yeah, I can understand why you don't really want this right now. On the plus side, I do have to say that if this is the way that she's going to act towards your child, you can help them understand, as they get older, obviously, that this is the kind of person they're around, and not to basically internalize that and take it personally. I knew more than my fair share of narcissists growing up, and it's easier to have someone to help you understand that kind of mentality, the kind of backstabbing, no, but I need to prove I'm important kind of mentality, than to go about it by yourself. So I think, despite what happens, your kid's in good hands. You already know this behavior, and you already know exactly how to handle it. So, while it's a hard road to walk, and it's difficult that they're going to have to witness this kind of shit and grow up around it, at least they're not going to have to do it alone. Besides, if it means anything, and it should, because I'm literally a space god, prove I'm not, I think you're both fantastic parents. Which is more than anyone can say for anything else, because how many other times in your life do you say that a literal space god, a magical talking horse from the moon, said that you're fantastic parents? Eat that one. There you go. Take it. There's your gold star, my dear. That being said, this is a little bit of a shorter one, but I wanted to answer this because, I like trying to help you guys out when I can, because, well, we are a little family, aren't we? And this weird little moon cult of ours. We're a fantastic group. And we are doing our best to love each other, to take care of each other, to be there for each other. You guys do that kind of shit all the time, and it is super, super inspiring. I see that constantly in the conversations and comments and the Discord. And also, if you're not on my Discord, why are you not on my Discord? And just all these wonderful things. You guys do amazing stuff, and I love you all so very, very much. Again, that's why I say it at the end of every video, and multiple times during the video, depending on how emotional I'm feeling. You do make me a little emotional. Just a little, right there. You can't see, I'm pointing at my heart. There's no camera, I always do that. I gesture as if there isn't a camera, and I'm not going to put one up. See, that's the worst part about this is I'm just not even going to improve my situation. I'm just going to continue to call attention to the fact that I'm horribly screwing this up. I'm a professional YouTuber, by the way. More than 1,000 people have subscribed to me, and this is the shit I produce, by the way. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Oh, goodness. If you have enjoyed this and want to send in your own questions, r/Moonhorse Stories, I would be more than happy to answer that. In fact, I may start making an entire podcast just about answering questions from you all. I think that would be fun. I love engaging. I'm terrible at social interaction, but I love engaging. If you would like to support this channel, there is a Ko-Fi and a merch store. You can check those out. I would greatly appreciate it. If you can't, it's fine too. Don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I think there's a bell. I keep hearing rumors of the bell. I've never seen the bell. Sometimes I hear it, though. If you see it, click it. It'll make sure it doesn't get away. Also, it'll probably, notify you or something. I don't actually know what the bell does. I just know that I've been told it's there, and whatever. Point is, also Discord. I have a Discord. I also elbowed my desk just now, and that really hurt, but I'm trying to play it off. You should join my Discord. Mainly because I injured myself trying to tell you about it. This video is becoming a fucking trash fire. I need to stop. And all of these things are in the links below this video and every video. Though all of the outros are not nearly this horrible. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I love you all so very much. I really do. I need to stop. I will see you all in the next video, and hopefully I won't break anything else in the process. Goodbye, everybody.